Hey Aries, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your general messages for the 22nd to the 31st, taking it through the end of the month. Let's get right into relationship and career / money. I will timestamp in the description box below this week. And I hope you guys are doing great. So these are going to be general messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, as well as 7th house energies having to do with relationship. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. That's the first message up. Okay, let's pull a healing oracle. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. So it's all about relationship for you guys, particularly this week. From the 24th to the 29th, we have Venus and the Sun conjuncting you guys in the first house in Aries. So the first house of self, it works opposite, right? In the wheel, the first house and the 7th house is ascended and descended from each other. And on March 28th, we have the full moon in Libra, which means that some things are going to be rising to the surface, coming to a full culmination when it comes to relationship. Take off your masks. Wow. Okay. So you may know what that means, right? This is like to the two of you. This is not only to you. This is you and an energy that you might be dealing with, okay? So mask sounds very malicious. It doesn't mean that you're actually like being very malicious or being malicious at all. It could be that kind of thing where you're in something and it's because you either very much want something to work or you want to try to create an energy where the relationship is going to go in a particular way, or they may be like that, and it's like somebody's just not being completely open, and that's where we got communication is key here. And then we have you. Look at this. You came up. We got you. Okay, and what are you guys? You guys are the leaders. You guys are all about the emperor, right? You're about being radical and different and active and just taking the bull by the horns and having a lot of ideas about what's necessary to fix something. You may not know how to actually execute all of these ideas that you have, but you at least know where it is that you want to go. We have 11th house. The 11th house is Aquarius is the landlord there. Uranus is the ruler, and it's all about the future and where do you see yourself going in this relationship. Sagittarius is about integrity and movement, right? There's got to be a look at the belief systems within this relationship. It does seem like a lot of karmic energy going on here for sure. We have the North Node. So something North Node right now, currently the current transit North Node is Gemini. So it's all about learning something. Gemini is very much about learning something from a fundamental level. It's about communicating as well. We got the new moon in Gemini energy. So there's got to be a lot of communication about belief system, what you guys want, need, and desire in this relationship, and how you see it moving forward in the long term, right? That really is like North Node with Sagittarius in that 11th house energy. So communication and being really authentic, being very honest, because the thing is there might be a fear of being completely honest because you don't want to either sabotage something. They may not want to sabotage something. But the truth of the matter is you might just be kicking the bucket down the road a bit. So it's better to really just identify something that needs addressing. We have the Tower to start with the situation right now. We have the 9 of Swords is crossing that, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, wow, we have some powerful cards here. So right now, Aries, I feel like you're at an emotional stalemate with this situation. You know you need to make a decision with this Ace of Swords energy, right? You know you need to. There's some sort of epiphany that's coming to you, a lot of mental agility, a lot of this idea of being very mentally assertive. What happens with the Ace of Swords, though, is you realize something and then something else is right around the corner. Meaning, if you say, okay, we need to do X, Y, and Z in order to fix this relationship. In order to do that other thing, that's like another issue. Right? So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. This is actually a very auspicious energy. It does incite new beginnings. This does indicate getting over past obstacles. But at the end of the day, it can be you feeling this sense of not sure what's on the other side of it. Okay? This is just what I'm feeling. Right? And this is coming into this energy, right? Coming in. The current situation right now, though, I I mean, there's some sort of necessary surrender that's going on, you know, necessary surrender for sure. Something comes to light, some sort of reality, some sort of truth, and it can be shocking even though the red flags have been there all along, right? That's how, this is a Mars energy, and that's how Mars works. Mars sends us red flags, but sometimes we just choose to ignore them because we don't want to not have that situation that we're in, whether it's a relationship, job, whatever it is. But then what happens is when Mars is like, all right, look, you know, you're not stepping up, you're not making the changes, so I have to come in and make the change for you. So it's kind of something coming tumbling down, right? And it's really about letting go of these past patterns of relating, just needing to do that, right? But definitely what feels like an abrupt change, even if you knew things were not oh so great leading up, right? But we have this being crossed by the Nine of Swords and just not responding well to the external stress of the situation because your way out of something is not clear. It's like you just don't know how to fix it. In the moment, you're just not sure. You go from being clear and having open communication to this being on the other side. That's why I was feeling like with this Ace of Swords, it's kind of like, okay, what we need to do for this relationship is communicate better, is to do more things together. Maybe go to counseling, go to whatever it is. Maybe you guys even started counseling, whatever it was. But then realizing like, wow, there are bigger things going on here than we actually realized, right? And so that putting you into this sort of like Two of Swords energy, almost like this stalemate kind of energy. And that's where this Tower and the Nine of Swords was kind of born. Now we have the crowning energy is the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is all about family and really wanting to deepen the commitment and really wanting the relationship to mature to a healthier space, right? Really wanting that. But at the same time, we have as the foundation energy, it's like, are everybody's emotional needs being met? And you're in this space of really asking, like, are your needs being met here? Because when we get the Justice energy for a relationship, it's about balance and fairness being really important to look at. Remember, Justice is Libra, and Libra is the landlord of the 7th house, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus wants us to feel good about being in relationships, wants us to look at how equitable things are. Is there equitable communication and intimacy? Are things handled in an equitable way regarding money even, right? So this may be a situation that you're dealing with in a very practical way where it's like, you know, keeping it real, like, is everybody showing up equitably, having to do with finances, having to do with all of the things that make up relationship. Obviously, if you're only dating and you're not living together, the finances would be less of an issue. So for you, rather than it being a pentacle, like a direct like that, that could be mental, physical, emotional connection. So obviously, it's going to depend on where you're at. Not everybody's in the same place. So we have you are in this Ace of Wands energy. And honestly, what I'm getting here is you're ready for a new chapter of just passion and feeling very motivated in relationship. This is very much a new beginnings energy. Now the external energy that's impacting you right now is this Knight of Cups reversed. So this is somebody who has very unrealistic expectations, somebody who's very moody. So Aries, you might be dealing with a partner who's very moody. They're good one minute, they're not good the next minute. They have unrealistic expectations of what can actually end up happening in reality within your connection. And it may be wearing you down where you're just like, I feel like you may be in the space of like, I feel like I just kind of need to bust out. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's the energy I'm getting. Where you're challenged here is the Two of Cups energy. And Two of Cups means mutually supportive energy in relationship, right? At the same time, this could indicate new passion. So, and being really positive and being able to move forward. And you're very challenged in this way. So I feel like a lot of you may be in a space of confusion when it comes to relationship. It's not that you want to be out of the relationship that you're in, but you don't see it working. Somebody is not, in your mind, like working with you to make the relationship work in the way that you think it needs to work. Okay, and that's important to note. So we'll see what comes up with their energies. But right now I see you in the Four of Swords energy. You're recognizing that you've been through a whole hell of a lot. You're taking a step back. You're needing to get a new perspective. And you're trying to figure out what you need to do to move forward to be happy in relationship. right? As I always say this with the Four of Swords energy, right? He was a soldier. He had his coffin made for him before he went away to war. And he could be so that his family wouldn't have to worry about making his coffin for him if he were to pass away while he was away at war, right? Very thoughtful. Comes back from war, ends up living through it to tell the tale, living through all the darkness, all the challenges, all the struggle. And he's laying on top of his coffin, and now he's just laying there thinking about everything that he's been through and trying to figure out his next step. Now what? Now what do I do? This is a great energy for doing shadow work, for figuring out therapy, and just for figuring out a really good strategy for moving forward. So it is a bit of like a pause. Let me step back and get a little perspective here. But there's definitely, you're going to be very self-protective. You really are. Four of Pentacles is that security, self-protection. You're really going to be focused on you, really working on yourself, self-improvement. You're really wanting to watch your resources as well, but you're protective at this point, because it does seem like, it really does seem like that you're dealing with an energy that expects a lot from you. Whether it's fair, whether it's not fair, it doesn't matter. But for you, it does feel like it's a lot. And you're very in this space of, could you just like leave me and what matters to me alone just for 5 minutes, right? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Very self-protective. It's like you want new, you want this new beginning, you want to feel that positive energy, but it's just not happening for you right now in the moment, in the given situation that you're in. So I feel like something definitely is going to be rising to the surface in this full moon in Libra of, well, it's Libra. Libra is the 7th house. The full moon in Libra is happening in the house of Libra for you. So it's all about this, at the end of the month, it's all about relationship for you guys. We have abundance, keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want. Separation. Hammer. Hammer indicates sabotaging, repetitive, constant, over and over, the same nonsense over and over again. We have love. Stabbed in the back. Hand of cards. I like you. Sword and Rose. Wow. I mean, we have abundance, keeping a positive mindset, regardless of the fact that you're experiencing some sort of separation and heartbreak and pain. So this is separation, and then we go right into separation, which is sadness and not being sure of the future, but taking a chance. Taking a chance. I mean, you may just be taking the chance on the separation because you're really sick and tired of the repetitive nonsense. I mean, really it is. And we have I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want a date. These are so dark. I don't know why we're not really. Let me see if I can move. I don't know if that helped. I'm sorry. I know these are so dark. And then we have love. Unconditional love. Self-love. Oneness. And then we have the sword and the rose. Clarity, truth, revelation. Is solidarity. Protection, power. Just like focusing on yourself, doing you, being you. Judgment. 5 of Wands. Yeah. So, you know, the judgment energy is always about assessing the assessing the relationship, right? And it's shifting into a new phase. There's this letting go of the past and making a decision about the past. So, you know, for those of you, some of you, if there's this need for reconciliation, some of you may reconcile if you feel like it's worth it. If it's not, some of you may be moving on. But I feel like for those of you, like, I don't feel like the story's over yet here. I feel like there's still, even if you guys separate, there's still going to be more like back and forth, some more communication here. We have the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands literally is battle of the wills, not lacking in agreement, having strong opinions, fighting to be heard. Very frustrating energy. And this is something that you're going to be realizing is going on here. So that is what I see from your end. Let's pull energies for them. Let's see what we get for them. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little slow today in my pickup. All right. Okay. Okay, person that Aries is dealing with, so subjective read. We have death and rebirth, Queen of Pentacles, High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety going on between you and this person, for sure. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Six of Swords. They're having a hard time leaving the situation. They want to get together with you. They want to collaborate. They're feeling a lot of anxiety right now. They're really not sure how to handle the whole situation, right? But there's definitely, either you guys are on a break right now, or things have ended. Death and rebirth is Scorpio energy. Scorpio's modern ruler is Pluto. So it's about creation and destruction, right? It's endings, bringing new beginnings, all of that. But if there is an ending and you guys are on a break, you have to understand it's because whatever was going on up to this point, NG, no good. And they know that. They know that for sure. And this is being crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. So there might be some sort of issue going on with money. Like as an influence, this has to do with marriage or money, having to do with financial management, anything like that. Could also have to do with fertility. So, I don't know if like maybe there's a new baby in the situation, if there's a new pregnancy, if there is this maybe lack of wanting to move on because they want to have a family and you guys are just in a weird space. It could be a number of these things, but we have the crowning energies, the High Priestess. So what I'm getting for them is they're doing a lot of thinking and they're not discussing it with you. This is a very secretive energy, and it's actually probably in their best interest to maintain that sort of High Priestess vibe, right? Really sort of trying to figure out how they feel, right? In numerology, this is connected to justice as well as the it's justice and the judgment energy. And the judgment energy, again, is all about assessing a situation, assessing the relationship. And justice is about, all right, how do I really feel in this? And they're not really talking to you about it. We have the Ten of Pentacles as the foundation, which is about family, maturity, right? Deepening of commitment, sharing values, property. This is a legacy energy as well, right? So this is like literally creating family, kind of joining forces together for this purpose. So you may be dealing with somebody who doesn't want the relationship to end because there is this deep entrenchment of family, or it has something to do with family. But I see a lot of upsetment that's going on here. It does seem, we have the Ace of Wands energy, and the Ace of Wands, again, I mean, this is new beginnings, and you got the same energy. So for them, this is a new chapter of passion, feeling very motivated. Now, this could be a new energy within your relationship. If you guys are in a very bad space right now, you finding each other again. Otherwise, they're in this mindset of trying to decide in this High Priestess energy that they're not discussing with you. If they don't feel like they're being treated well, and whatever that means to them in this relationship, their mind is like, I think I just need to leave. The energy that's impacting them, that's external to them, which would be you, is this Four of Pentacles energy. And this is about really watching the resources. And this might annoy them that you're very concerned about security, or you're very concerned about protecting what it is that you want, need, and desire in your life. And again, it doesn't only have to do with money. It could just have to do with maybe they feel like, Aries, you hold too fast to what you want, need, and desire, because you are afraid to let something go. And maybe they were not okay with that. Not that they have the right, whatever, I don't know if they do, they don't have the right to feel that way, to say that, but I feel like it's a lack of agreement here about either contribution of money or what's shared, even just from you as a person. But they're having a hard time leaving. The Six of Swords, it's a hard time, unable to move on. And they're feeling very stagnant in the relationship right now, it does seem like. Now, in the near future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is a great energy. This is happiness and contentment, and thoughts becoming things, like really being able to bring something forward for there to be stability. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is an energy of collaborating and success, right? I always call this the architect card, right? Coming together and saying, okay, how could we, take what we do have and make it successful? How can we take this and make it even better? This is where they're going to be at with you. But I do have to say that you probably intuitively vibe this already anyway. But it does seem like their thoughts are sort of floating. And they may be the one wearing a mask as well. But it's almost like trying to make something work that they feel intuitively is not working right now. That's not to say it can't be turned around, but it does seem like you're in something that you don't want to leave, and they don't want to leave. Nobody wants to leave, but yet it's not feeling like it really fits right now. So that's what I'm feeling right now for those of you in relationship. Okay. So that's what we have for that. Let's go to money. No, so it's going to be money or anything having to do with like career, anything like that. Divorce settlement, alimony, child support, lawsuit, insurance payout, inheritance, selling a home, buying a home, anything where there would be an exchange of money, anything like that. Nine of Pentacles, nice, okay. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, definitely trying something new. Maybe you guys started in the past, trying to start a different angle, a different project, something different, trying a new approach. Now, that could have to do with what it is that you're doing right now, you know, and you're just doing it in a different way. It could be it. Totally new job. Brand new lawsuit. Some sort of thing coming to you out of nowhere. A new investment. Anything like that. So we have the situation right now. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have that being crossed by the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So there is either like, Aries, you might be very financially dependent on somebody or something. But this could be being very concerned about money. It could be a greedy energy for sure, having to do with that as well. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is really trying to accomplish and be successful in some sort of independent endeavor. So you might be trying to get your own business going, or if you're working for somebody else, maybe you're doing like a new little side jam for yourself, or you're trying to get some sort of creative project off the ground, something like that, because it has to do with like an independent endeavor, something that you want to bring forward, right? This does indicate financial reward, right? This is the situation, but it's being crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. So there's going to be this sort of energetic block. You have to ask yourself, because this is about productivity, right? Because it's a 9. 9 is always the energy of productivity, the number of productivity. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you really want to ask yourself, like, because I feel like you want to do something, but you may not have the money to do it right now. That's going to make sense for many of you. Others of you, you're in the space where you need to contribute to your family. So there can be some sort of issue here where you're financially dependent on somebody while you're trying to push something forward. It's definitely transition. There's definitely a transition going on here. We have the Four of Swords. It's taking a time out, stepping back, figuring out a better strategy on moving forward. Having to do with either this job, whatever, this project, whatever it is, because there's confusion here. It's like you know what you want, but either the money's not here, or you're very dependent on someone and you're just not sure how it can end up coming to be. We have in the foundation the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a good energy, you know, because this does indicate a new good news coming in. It's going to really speak to your heart space. So somebody coming in and helping you out in a way that's going to be very, very helpful for you, right? This could have to do with good news about, you know, money coming into you, maybe a family member helping you out, somebody that you're in a relationship helping you out. We do have the Empress energy as you right now. Yeah, I mean, you're all about growth. The Empress energy is really, right? She's the mother of the tarot, for goodness sake. She, you know, this is very inventive in coming up with some sort of new idea or managing some sort of project. A really secure energy, right? With money coming in, you're going to be able to support ultimately what it is that you want to do, whether it's through money that you make or money that somebody else comes in to help you out with. Yeah, I feel like you're getting help from somebody outside of you, because we have the Six of Pentacles, and this is an external energy to you. So again, this is like money coming to you, someone from either your past, someone from your family, somebody in your life offering you help. Somebody helping you out. But there's something about a situation that you're going to be getting yourself into that you're not sure if you belong in, you know? So we have the Eight of Swords. So something very like you're going to feel very restricted, feel very trapped. And you're going to think that things are not going to get any better than they are in the moment. And that's going to end up giving you some sort of anxiety. You might even need to swallow your pride a little bit to ask for this help, to get past the situation, and you're having a really hard time with that. You're having a hard time. Now we have the Lovers energy here. So when we're talking about career, the Lovers is about choices, and one option may seem a little easier than the other, but you need to look much closer at the best thing in the long run. You don't want to do something just for money or just because it sounds cool or whatever. It's got to be something that's really going to work for you in the long run. And then I see an Ace of Pentacles is a new job coming in. So I see there being some trepidation. You know what? I mean, this is really, for those of you resident, if you're looking to open up your own business, it's like you have the vision, you have the excitement, you have the energy, but you just need the money. The Six of Pentacles, I see it coming in, but you might not be completely comfortable with the agreement. But you're going to have to weigh your options here. It does seem like that's going to resonate with some of you. This could even be, you know, you're in some sort of like lawsuit, sort of negotiation kind of thing. So the idea here is like, are you going to take the offer that's easiest in the short term, or are you going to wait it out a little bit? Because it does look like if you wait it out a little bit, a new offer is going to come in. That Ace of Pentacles, I mean, that literally is what it means. I mean, this is just fabulous. It's great. This is auspicious, actually, for every area of your life. Happiness and contentment, getting what you want, coming to you quickly, right? Really nice. You're shown how to achieve what it is that you want. So there's a real foundation of stability that's offered as a result of this. So it looks good. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye-bye.